My name is Daniel. Every year, humans gather at conferences to discuss existential concepts such as being in the world, the phenomenology of lived experiences, bracketing one's assumptions, and the importance of tacitly expressed meanings. This year, the newly founded Existential and Humanistic Society for Puppets hosted their first ever recorded trans-species conference. The conference included live sessions of vignettes exploring the humanistic existential framework, presentations, and lectures. The location of the conference was a contentious issue. Many of our members and presenters wanted to hold the conference in one of the many puppet locations. The board of directors took this into consideration. However, they came to the decision that most puppet locations are exclusive settings that do not give humans or puppets who are without puppet membership the opportunity to attend. Consequently, the conference was held and recorded in Chicago, Illinois, a mecca for humans and puppets alike. The following excerpt is from this year's Existential Puppet Conference on the ontological and ontic givens of puppetness and humanness. Fritz is a dragon who feels unattended to and pigeonholed into a classical interpretations of dragons through children's literature and legends. Joanne is a human puppet that feels lost and trivialized in a world in which she sees herself as less than human. In this conversation, the two puppets discuss their lived experience.
Yep. So, Fritz, I'm really glad you asked me to come here today, but I'm not really sure where to start.
Okay. Well, wherever you want, really.
Okay, well, I don't want to manipulate the conversation with my issues. Like, I feel that my issues as a human are just less significant than yours. We're both puppets, but my humanness doesn't get the same treatment as you being a dragon. Well, who am I kidding? I've never met a dragon.
You've never met a dragon?
Nope.
Okay, well, Joanna, I'm kind of glad for that. Maybe I can give you a sense of what it's like for me. What do you think of when you think of dragons? Let's start with that.
I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to say.
Okay, well, it could be anything. I just think that this is a good place to just communicate openly, and so anything you want to share.
Okay. Well, I kind of think about what people are taught in school. Like they might eat you and can be kind of scary. Like the ones you hear about in fairy tales. But I don't know. I don't think that about you. I'm not scared. I think maybe we're just different.
Well, I'm just so glad that you said that. It's really validating for me just to know that you didn't try to run out of the room when you saw me sitting here, or make a comment about my breath, or you acknowledge that we're both individuals. I just want to say that your experience being human, I don't consider it as being less or more than my experience. It's a different experience, but I think that maybe each of us should just be listened to. And I just really like to know you better, and I think people often have misconceptions. I think of Saz and what he said about people being oppressed and demonized, and I just think it happens to dragons, it happens to puppets, it happens to people in general.
Thanks. I don't know any dragons. That's the long and short of it, It's a challenge for me because I don't really know anything about you. I already feel like we can talk, though. This reality, that you're here talking to me, I don't feel threatened. I feel engaged. The here and now of it just feels good to me. We're both puppets, though. I just wonder maybe if that means something. Maybe that counts for something.
That's true. We're both puppets. And I think I have certain things I just need to express, though, about my experience of being a dragon. my experience of being Fritz the dragon.
Huh. Okay. Well, I want you to feel comfortable talking to me. Like, for this to be a safe place for us to talk about whatever is on our minds. To talk and be open.
Oh man, take a drink for a second. All right, be open. I don't want to dwell on the negative. I have so many thoughts about how I've been treated, and I just want to be. I want to be positive, but I just don't know how to do it. And oh,
I noticed something just there. Just now, you seem to kind of, what's the word? Cringe.
yeah, I'm just kind of anxious from the whole thing, and I feel like I'm yelling and just perpetuating that stereotype people have of me, of dragons.
Well, then why not just tell me how you feel? I don't want to pass judgment. I'm all for listening for what you have to say. Oh, what's that Cat Stevens song? If you want to sing out, sing out. Or in your case, since you're a dragon, if you want to roar, roar.
Yeah, well, I like that you said that, Joanne. Okay, well, here's the thing. Everyone has this image of me, and this big, scary Western culture dragon. Ooh, I'm gonna eat you. Ooh, I'm gonna breathe fire on you. But when do I ever get a chance?
A chance for what?
Just to be listened to. To explain myself.
Well, I'm listening.
Well, thank you. I think in a sense that's all I need. People usually don't stay even long enough to listen. I feel like people won't even allow a real encounter to happen. I never have real conversations about this stuff. I just have people antagonizing me, creating this divide and perpetuating stereotypes. When I work with some kids, I feel like they understand me. It takes a while though.
Hmm. It doesn't come right away, huh?
Well, like when I first popped my head out to do a show, I feel these eyes on me.
What is that like?
It's like I feel them thinking, oh boy, what is he going to do, And my main thing is I just want to be with other people. But when stuff like that happens, I just feel like other people want to get away from me. Honestly, I just want to hide myself.
I just want to say that right now, in the here and now, it's like I feel you're frustrated. And I get that. I think I really do.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just kind of curious. What has your experience been like, being a human puppet and all?
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a human, but I look like one, you know?
Yeah, okay.
That's tough for me. I just feel like I'm trying to deal with my limitations. Knowing that kids relate to me, I'm kind of like them, but then yet also I'm not. I have the problem of people being scared of me, or I
Or you
don't have
don't.
the problem
Yeah.
of like people being scared of me or anything, like they are with you, but I feel that I try to do certain things, and well, you just know that I can't.
Well, what sort of things?
Well, I wish I had fingers that could help me manipulate things.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
that.
really do much with my hands. I
Mm-hmm.
also wish I could cook and enjoy a meal, but it's just not possible for me because I don't have the digestive system that humans have. I don't know why I'm talking about this. You have these issues too.
Well, I do. Even still, your experience of it is unique, and I think it's important for you to just be able to express your thoughts and feelings.
They just seem trite.
Well, they don't seem trite to me at all, Joanne. I see you're affected by it. This stuff is important to you. I think that counts.
Well, that helps to know. I think I just want to be okay with being a puppet, you know? I understand I have these limitations. I just have trouble being okay with it sometimes. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I need to try to fit in with the humans, but I also want to feel connected to my puppet friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really difficult.
Yeah, oh, sounds difficult. Trying to fit in with so many different crowds, and is that what you feel? I mean, I get this felt sense that you're being pulled in two different directions.
Yeah, I do feel that. I'm feeling stuck. It's like I'm trying to be so many different things, and it's just hard to be me. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I know what I'm capable of. Like, I have a personality. I can entertain. I can relate to people like me. Probably, mostly importantly, I can put a smile on kids' faces. That's a great thing. I can connect with kids.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, it's something that gives me a lot of joy, and we seem to have those limitations and things that help us connect that kind of tell us that we exist. You know, like being with humans, and I think we connect with human kids in a way that the adult humans just can't.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right about that. I feel that when I go on stage.
Talking about all this stuff and how we relate and what we feel about being a dragon puppet or being a human puppet, that seems like an important part of everything. How do we find ourselves in our society? I think that is something we need to just explore for ourselves. It's interesting. It's almost like from hearing your story and what it means for you to be in the world, it kind of moves me, maybe even sort of galvanizes me to reflect on my own stuff.
Isn't that interesting? I feel like we haven't changed anything. I haven't healed you, and you haven't healed me. But still, it's like we're becoming untangled from all these expectations.
Mm-hmm.
We're being ourselves and being with each other. It's kind of cool. I never thought I would have this conversation. You're a dragon puppet, and I'm a human puppet, and here we are.
Yeah, you're right.
Talking about this stuff, it kind of helps me to feel more myself. It makes sense. I like that I don't have to hide.
Well, I hope you don't feel that way. I think if you hid from me, this conversation would go pretty differently.
That's not what I mean, though.
I know. Yeah. Who would have thought it, right? Us talking here, it doesn't seem so strange, though. Thank you. This has been really great, Joanne.
I've enjoyed it too, thank you. We should do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
If you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are.